what did you want to talk about?
I've been hearing about your wins lately. You've really come a long way from college, girl. Nora, the honor student at 20, condo owner at 22, and millionaire at 25. My question is, how do you do it? I finally have enough resources and I want to take the next step like you did.
Girl, it's about time. Okay, if you really are ready for the next step, I know exactly what your next move should be. It's real estate. Because right now, it's a smart move to put your money into something that can appreciate over time.
But why real estate?
Simple. Tangible assets are the way to go. If you think about it, real estate is one of the most productive tangible assets. It keeps growing in value. Take places like Bonifacio Global City. Imagine buying into these places early at an affordable entry point. The returns are quite obvious. While others saw BGC's undeveloped fields and grasslands, developers saw a blueprint for growth. A plot of land with the potential to become an income-generating powerhouse.
So how do I get that same vision? How do I recognize potential and buy early on like them?
Easy. There are 3 signals you'd need to take note of. You see, I used to live in Laguna and I traveled to Mandaluyong every day for work.
Talk about exhausting.
I know. To think those are already adjacent districts. I even stayed with my boyfriend in Pasig at one point.
Imagine if you stayed in Laguna.
Girl, we almost did. Looking back, we just couldn't handle the daily commute from Laguna to Mandaluyong for work. I was frustrated. But it pointed to something important. Smart investors look beyond the place's inconvenience and focus on strong connectivity. That is the first signal of a pre-boom development. Again, look at BGC. You have access to various CBDs. Pasig, Pasay, Mandaluyong, Makati. You can even access roads like the Kalayaan flyover and the BGC Ortigas link bridge. Now, let's look at a new location that smart investors are beginning to notice. The C5 Growth Corridor. Here, you have Ortigas Avenue, Katipunan Avenue, and EDSA.
Oh, cool! You could go anywhere. It goes straight to Quezon City, San Juan, Makati, Marikina, and even Cainta.
Right? You can literally just drive to where you need to go.
Okay, so an ideal area should connect you to access roads. That's the first signal. And the second?
Renters, investors, and residents. Question. What do you think cemented BGC status as the urban haven? How did it get to where it is now?
Businesses?
Yes, that and employment in particular jump-started growth. In BGC, Fortune 500 multinationals and local companies filled sleek office spaces. Naturally, these offices needed employees to run businesses, so they put up a lot of job openings. Then came the people. Developers noticed this and started adding condominiums in the area. Compact spaces became popular choices for people working there. Naturally, this influx of people led to BGC transforming into a lifestyle center. Seeing the lifestyle here is what finally sold me on the area's true value. Life in BGC wasn't just about work anymore. It was about fun, family, balance.
So first came jobs, then came renters?
Yes! Employment growth drives residential demand. What's exciting about the C5 Growth Corridor is that you're looking at tenants and employers from several business centers and multiple townships, each with different housing and rental demand profiles, while early BGC focused on a single district. In the C5 Growth Corridor, you'll be wedged right between Bridgetown, Eastwood, and Parklinks. So, properties in C5 could really benefit from all the demand spilling over from those nearby hubs.
So basically, the second signal is potential renter demand, driven by businesses clustered in one area.
The last signal is multiple developer investments. Multiple developers have already invested here, so that's already a good sign. When developers come in, everything around the area improves. Commercial areas add convenience, offices bring in people, And that demand naturally benefits the residential side too. Everything just works together.
I think they could really build off of each other in terms of property value. Like this condominium gets a lift from the commercial lot next door, the commercial lot adds to the energy of the streetscape, and the park helps bring people to the condo. That sort of thing.
Let's break it down. You can immediately tell that the C5 corridor is an ideal location. It's got the main things you want: connectivity and infrastructure, developer presence, and mixed-use developments. Other developments may look complete, but they're missing some components of being a true livable center. You need to invest in a location that's livable, investable, and future-ready.
Okay, this sounds too good to be true, Nora. I mean, am I stretching my budget here?
That's the best part. And if you ask me, this is the next best thing. And it's happening sooner than you think,
Really? How soon?
Really soon. Cities are always evolving, expanding, connecting, and shifting. If you look closely at the C5 corridor, you'll notice momentum is already building. This phase is known as the inflection point. That's why now matters. When you look at the developments and infrastructure lined up for 2026 and beyond, the pipeline is incredibly promising. Most of it is still under development, which means the market hasn't fully priced it in yet. Some developers are already selling at numbers that feel unrealistic. And what they don't always tell you is that those prices are based on future value. They're pricing as if everything is already completed. The good news? There are still hidden gems in the area that are priced at today's market value. But that won't stay open for long. Comparable districts historically saw price increases over time.
Clearly, the earlier you get in, the better. Market conditions may change over time. It all makes sense.
It sure does.
So, how do I take advantage of all of this information?
Well, you're in luck. I've been in the game for years, and I've spent a lot of time understanding how different districts in the metro have evolved and how their prices have trended. That perspective makes it easier to see where the next growth is headed. If you buy in as early as now, the price looks more affordable. In BGC, for example, early investors saw how much value could grow over the years. That's a massive gain when you look at it long term. Now, with this other location, pre-selling units are at a more affordable starting price, in a developing corridor with new roads and more jobs on the way. All you have to do is to find and stick to a place that has the potential to grow as big as BGC.
So, what you're saying is, I can afford it after all.
Oh, I have a place in mind which is perfect for you. I've spotted a promising pattern that mimics BGC's trajectory.
It's worth checking out.
The thing is, you shouldn't wait too long. Earlier, we were talking about how BGC started from a field. Back then, getting a one-bedroom unit was at a small fraction of what it costs today. But look at it now. Years later, the entry price has moved up significantly. The signs were all there. Offices and businesses were built.
That does sound promising.
I know a place that sounds like all of that. A place ripe with opportunities, ready for investments, and future ready.
Really? Where?
I'm glad you asked.